The following is a paid advertisement for the Chalkline putter bracket.
This is the kind of product that anybody can pick up and make them a better putter.
My putting has improved tremendously.
I can actually visualize a straight line to the hole.
Not very often does a golf enhancement product like the Chalkline putter bracket debut to such critical acclaim.
I don't study the stats that much, but I know inside of 10 feet I was ranked first. I mean, I've been a good putter for a long time, don't get me wrong, but I mean, this product really focuses on the short putts and dialing in the alignment. The alignment's the biggest part of, from 4 feet, speed is not as big a factor as alignment. This is the easiest way to lower any golfer's handicap from beginners to pros that works.
I'm a teaching golf professional, and it doesn't get any easier than this. Clip it on, line it up, make the putt.
If you want to make more putts and lower your handicap, you've got to give this thing a try. It's that simple.
Join us today from the world-famous golf greens of Sea Pines Resort on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, as we tap the minds of Chalkline putter bracket inventor John Conway and golf pro Rick Barry.
It's good to see you, Rick.
Oh, it's nice to have you, John. Welcome. Anytime you want to come to Hilton Head and Sea Pines Resort, we'd love to have you.
What a beautiful place you got here.
Thank you. I love it here.
I know it's been 6-7 months we've been using that Chalkline putter bracket. I know you've been working with the students. We're getting great results across the country. What do you think?
I think everybody ought to have one. I think you line up your putter and you make putts. Everybody seems to put it on the putter. We don't have to say much. They line up and they make more putts. I used it just an hour ago. I loved it. The lady who had it, she said she couldn't line her putter up, put it down, and she knocked, I guess, 12 in a row in. And that just happened a few minutes ago. She was great. In fact, I didn't even get my putter bracket. She took it away from me.
How about Brian Gay getting that first win here in spring of 2008? What a way to start the season off.
Fantastic. You better believe he loves that. We hope that he wins every tournament using the putter bracket. That'll be good for everybody who's using it and for Brian Gay. We'll even see him here at the Heritage, too.
Rick, we got such a great response from the PGA Partners Club. We sent the product across the country. It's amazing, that Chalkline putter bracket, how much it's really helped everybody's game. The response that I'm getting, the letters I'm getting, it's amazing.
An excellent product, simple and easy to use, shaved strokes off my game, and it forced me to focus on concentration and follow-through. Used it with my two sons, we were amazed at how much our putting improved after just 15 minutes of practice. Had my best 18 holes of putting ever. I lined the putt up with more confidence. The improvement is immediate and drastic. Used it for 7 days and saved 3 to 5 strokes off my game. My putting improved 100%. I would recommend it to every golfer.
Some people use the line, some people don't use the line. The alignment that they're getting, the face of that club at impact. A lot of people decide whether they need to move that ball front, back. Maybe they're getting a little too close with that. That bracket will show you where that club face is at impact every time. Rick, you'd be amazed when I was in the stores doing demos. The people walk up there, when they see me actually using that bracket, see how simple it works. The ball goes in the cup every time from 4 feet. I actually have them address that putter, and it's amazing. 3, 4 in a row. Once somebody tries it, they use it, the ball goes in the cup, they take it home. The results have been excellent. People were shooting 100 are now in the 90s. Somebody's never broken 90s, I'm getting the letters, they're now in the 80s. And it's amazing. The people in the 80s are now shooting in the 70s. The Chalkline putter bracket will help anybody take strokes off their game. Rick, let's take this thing out, get on one of the putting greens, and show the people how it really works.
Absolutely. That's great.
I don't study the stats that much, but I know inside of 10 feet I was ranked first. I mean, I've been a good putter for a long time, don't get me wrong, but I mean, this product really focuses on the short putts and dialing in the alignment. The alignment's the biggest part of, from 4 feet, speed is not as big a factor as alignment. If you want to make more putts and lower your handicap, you've got to give this thing a try. It's that simple.
Does a 4-foot putt scare you to death? 60% of all golfers miss them.
That's why I invented the Chalkline putter bracket.
I'm a teaching golf professional, and it doesn't get any easier than this. Clip it on, line it up, make the putt.
It visually lines you up every time. All you have to do is putt. Using it is everything. The image of the line stays with you. From a beginner to a professional. For $19.99, it works. Order now, 866-910-4477 or conwaygolf.com.
But wait, there's more. Take advantage of our introductory offer. If you buy the Chalkline putter bracket in the next 30 days, you will get our Sweet Spot markers for free.
This time I'd like to introduce you to the Conway Sweet Spot markers. We put them on the driver, the 3-wood, and the 5-wood. Teaches you to consistently hit the center of the club on the sweet spot every time. As you well know, you hit the ball in the center, you're going to gain that 20 yards on a consistent basis. As you can see, I put one of the sweet spot markers on that 3-wood. Now that we're here on the tee box, I'd like you to dress that ball and just let everybody see how nice that sweet spot marker shows you where the center of that club is and what it looks like on the tee box when you're getting ready to hit that ball. Whether that ball is laying in the grass or it's on the tee box, it's a great alignment, and you will hit that ball in the center. And we all know when you hit the ball in the center, you're going to gain 20 yards every time. You put one on your driver, your 3-wood, and your 5-wood. You'll be amazed when that ball's setting down the grass how consistent you will be on hitting that ball in the center every time.
This is the easiest way to lower any golfer's handicap from beginners to pros. It works.
Since I started using the Chalkline putter bracket, my putting has increased tremendously. It goes in the hole almost every time, which is far better than it was before I started using it.
Chalkline putter bracket helps train your eyes to see a straight line every time.
Since I've started using the Chalkline putter bracket, I can actually visualize the straight line to the hole.
The great thing about the Chalkline putter bracket is that for a low price, it actually does lower your score and your handicap.
If you want to make more putts and lower your handicap, you've got to give this thing a try. It's that simple.
The Chalkline putter bracket does the following. It trains your eyes to see the Chalkline system. It allows you to square the face at setup. It allows for proper foot placement to form a framing square alignment. It builds confidence for more aggressive putting. It easily fits into your golf bag. And it lowers your handicap by reducing missed short putts.
John, when was the first time that we met and you tried to introduce me to this Chalkline putter bracket?
Yeah, it's been approximately about 2 years. I wanted to introduce you to the Chalkline putter bracket, and I'm sure glad you looked at it and you enjoyed it, and we've come a long way with it.
You and your wife were here on vacation.
Yes.
I was out giving a golf lesson, and I was on a putting green, and then you said, well, Pro, you got me to come on in my office and let's talk, and you brought this thing in. I'm thinking, well, what has he got? And you opened it up, put it on my putter. I couldn't believe how simple it was. We just attach it. And you said, well, just line it up like this, put it on the end. I lined it up with my putter, and then I was amazed. I said, well, gee, the simplicity and that it works so well.
You just snap that on anybody's putter. Squares that face up, lets you know whether you're open, closed every time.
Some of these things, you got to have laser beams, you got to line this up. But when I got to see, when you popped it on there, we went out to the putting green, normally I wouldn't stop to look at something like that. But when you were just on vacation, you didn't know me from Adam.
Right.
And you went out and did that, and I was impressed, very much so. And it works. It does just what you say it's going to do. And then what'd you do? When you went home, you decided to develop more. What would you do next?
Well, basically, I just said, getting such a great response from it, so I got to do something with this. Let's see if we get the things manufactured. Let's get everybody to have the opportunity to get the Chalkline putter bracket. Went ahead and did some more homework on it, improved a little bit. As you can see, the final product.
How many did you make the first time? You made several thousand, didn't you?
Yeah, the first order was 3,000 units.
3,000.
It's amazing. It didn't take long to get rid of those 3,000 units. We've got new orders in now.
Already coming in. How about that? Well, I'll tell you, you've improved it because you got the plastic cap on the end. This piece is beefier. You put a bigger piece on that. And also, you made that the bracket part of the alignment part a little bit better, too, I remember, because you used to have real long and then real short. And so you've improved that a bunch. So when you look at the product and the life cycle of it, I mean, it's just gotten better and better. Now you got to the point where anybody who can put it on can use it.
Doesn't matter whose putter you put it on. It's amazing. Sets up tight. Once that's square to the face, set it down. Whether you use the line or you don't use the line, it's amazing how many people really don't use the line. A lot of times when you go out there to practice, there's a lot of people on the putting green who, well, I don't have time to put that chalk line down. We really don't need to use the chalk line. The bracket will show you where that club face is at impact every time.
So you just aim it at the hole and knock it in.
Right.
Well, didn't you say something that Brian Gay did something when he moved it in? He put the ball somewhere.
Yeah, what Brian likes to do, Brian likes to take the bracket and he likes to set that right out on the end. He almost likes to say the letter T. What Brian likes to do, he likes to set the ball right on the inside of the straw. Let's call it the straw, the rod. He sets the ball on the inside. Really doesn't have to reference that chalk line at all. And it's amazing. Squares it up, visualize that line, knocks the ball in the cup every time.
So basically you have a framing square right around the ball. So it's like a little letter L right around it.
It's exactly right. And when you put that down, when you come up to address that ball, if that is 1/16 in open, 1/16 closed, it'll show it to you in a minute. A lot of guys like to take the rod. They slide that rod right back tight, take and spin it. Yeah. Basically what you've done now, you turn around, that bracket shows you the face of the club at impact.
It's completely square.
Completely square. every time.
Well, no, I haven't tried it that way. I'm going to have to give that a shot too. So now you got a square, you got a line to the hole, you got a square to the club face, and then you can try it either way. Well, maybe we ought to get 2 of these brackets. Put one up here too.
It's amazing. Everybody has their own different way that it works.
Yeah, people are coming up with new ideas even than what you originally thought, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's very versatile. I mean, you can see the people have got ideas. And I always thought when I put it in, I put this line over here so that when I could see the line on the ground and I could match my line, I said, well, there I go. I'm all set. And that's the way I always worked it, and it worked fine. But I like some of the new ideas. I'll have to try some of those. Super.
Yeah, the more people get it, the more results we get. It's amazing the multi-uses you end up with.
Good.
But the bottom line is, it will take strokes off your game, and it will lower that handicap.
That's all we want.
Like we said, it's simple, and it works.
I don't study the stats that much, but I know inside of 10 feet I was ranked first. I mean, I've been a good putter for a long time, don't get me wrong, but I mean, this product really focuses on the short putts and dialing in the alignment. The alignment's the biggest part of, from 4 feet, speed is not as big a factor as alignment. If you want to make more putts and lower your handicap, you've got to give this thing a try. It's that simple.
Does a 4-foot putt scare you to death? 60% of all golfers miss them.
That's why I invented the Chalkline putter bracket.
I'm a teaching golf professional, and it doesn't get any easier than this. Clip it on, line it up, and make the putt.
It visually lines you up every time. All you have to do is putt. Using it is everything. The image of the line stays with you. From a beginner to a professional. For $19.99, it works. Order now, 866-910-4477 or ConwayGolf.com.
But wait, there's more. Take advantage of our introductory offer. If you buy the Chalkline putter bracket in the next 30 days, you will get our sweet spot markers for free.
I met John Conway, the creator of the Chalkline putter bracket, and I've been using the product ever since. So John, tell me how you came up with this brilliant idea of the Chalkline putter bracket.
After 30 years of being a carpenter, started playing golf, I've always been able to see that chalk line right to the center of the cup. Best part of my game, of course, is putting. All my buddies said, how can you constantly make those 4-foot putts? I know when I set the putter down every time, it's 90 degrees off my chest, just like a frame you square, perpendicular to the hole. Because I can visualize that line all the time, if someone sets the putter down, an 8th open or an 8th close, I could always tell whether they were going to push or pull that putt. So I finally decided to put something on that putter, and I started off with wood. Of course, it went to metal, and of course, here you're looking at the final product. Fits on anybody's putter, regardless how tall you are. You can adjust this back and forth, wherever you're used to putting your eyes over that ball. Once the rod is lined up over the line and your eyes, all three are together, put your hands on the putter and you'll see that the ball goes in the cup every time. If you dare push or pull that putt, Chalkline putter bracket will fix that right away.
It improved my putting and lowered my handicap. Well worth the money. So simple but so effective. Taught me where to look and line up my eyes. I warm up with it and now make 3 or 4 more putts per round from 10 or 12 feet. For the first time, my putter stays in line. No more 3 putts.
It lowered my handicap by 2 strokes.
Getting somebody on the right line and seeing the right line is the first place that we start in putting.
Now I'm making putts that I used to miss.
The Chalkline Putter Bracket by Conway Golf is easy to use and will have you online every time.
Proper alignment is probably the biggest thing in putting, and that's always where I start, is getting somebody lined up and square to their target, and the Chalkline Putter Bracket really makes us get to that point that much faster.
The bracket allows me to clearly see the line.
It really is that easy, no matter what your handicap is. After using the Chalkline Putter Bracket, your score will drop.
The Chalkline putter bracket has definitely made me more confident in my putting.
Here's our 10-4-4 guarantee. Chalkline Golf sets up in 10 seconds, practice your 4-foot putts, and you'll take 4 strokes off your game. If you're not satisfied, return your putter bracket, no questions asked.
I like the Chalkline Putter Bracket for one simple reason. It works.
Visit us at www.conwaygolf.com, where you'll be online every time.
The Chalkline putter bracket is unique in that its ease of use allows everyone from PGA golf pros to senior golf enthusiasts to gain an advantage that simply couldn't be found anywhere else. The Chalkline putter bracket, perfecting the art of putting one sweet spot at a time.